What's good? It's your girl Amani Caesar. Smoke.
Boy, Dre, they forever, baby.
Brian Reeves, Director 70 times 7.
Man, it's your boy, Artist.
The girl Tasha's name. Girl named Masam.
It's Young Spook, one half back in business podcast.
Era, the Gap 2 Diva.
Big stuff.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan. It's your girl Flaming Gina. This Auntie Pig.
Boy, Lou.
Ebony, aka Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show, and I'm
With the King Teeth Network, huh?
What's good? It's your boy King T from the King T Network, and we are at location, specifically the Westside Production Studio. Shout out to this guy, Greggy Westside. Yes, sir. You can follow them at Westside Productions on IG, right?
Yes, sir.
You can follow them, and you can check out their website at westsideproductions.media, correct?
Yes, sir.
Check that out, and you can check out these amazing interviews right now. Musically, where do you feel like you are right now? As far as like you as an artist?
I feel like I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be at. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing too less, and I don't feel like I'm doing too much. I feel like everything happened for a reason. Like, along this process for me, like, that's how it's been. Like, everything, you ain't gonna get every yes. You ain't gonna get it. You gonna get a couple no's. So it's like, I just be going with the flow. Like, I don't let it make me mad or like I got goals and aspirations as far as like within my music and like me elevating. But I feel like I can't say like I'm at this part with my music. I'm about to do this such and such because like who's to say that it's gonna happen? Like, so I learned how to just go with the flow and let things just, you know, I wouldn't say necessarily come to me, but like start attracting more than chasing. Like, so. Yeah.
Is that a new kind of mentality you're taking?
Not necessarily. I've been this way for a minute. Probably, yeah. I would say it's new, but like probably for like a year and a half. Yeah.
That takes time. Like you can learn some shit and then embracing what you've learned.
Yeah.
It can take years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You can know the fuck out of some shit. That shit right.
Bruh.
It's the King T Network. We are back. Westside Studios. Appreciate you, Greggy. We have somebody that I like to call the smoothest nigga in America. When he get behind that mic and he get his on, he get it on. But we got Teshawn in the building. How are you, my boy?
I'm good.
It's not the same without Scotty Too Hotty. Y'all know Scotty not here right now. It's all right. We here. We still here. But we finally got you in, man. It's definitely in a great time. I've gotten to, you was opening up for big acts before I got to see it. But then I got to see you opening up for big acts. And it was like, oh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, talk about kind of your journey on how that all got started. Like music in general. Like, why'd you even start singing?
I feel like music was something that was more so in me. Like, I ain't have to go looking for, like, I taught myself how to sing. Like,
really?
Yeah, like, I ain't have to go through school or, like, classes or nothing like that. It was more so, like, I heard songs on the radio, like, and I'm hearing songs on the radio and everything, and I'm trying to mimic the artist, trying to sound like the artist. So it was, like, I guess in that process I was training my voice, and I didn't even know it, like.
Right.
So my mom also said, like, I was younger, I used to know, like, songs before I would even know, like, my ABCs and, like,
really?
My numbers and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like throughout the process of me just being an artist, you know, I did the talent shows in middle school and everything. I feel like when I first started performing, like, middle school and everything, but, you know, I was scared. I was scared, yeah. Like, but I feel like that grew me to not be scared now. Like, cause
right, absolutely.
The shows now be way bigger than talent shows. So it's like, yeah. So it was like everything just elevate along the process, along the journey necessarily. I feel like where I'm at right now is where I'm at. Like, I got a lot going on, let's just say. Like, it's a lot, like, happening. I'm doing it all myself necessarily. So it's like I ain't got, like, how everybody got a team. Everybody got this, that, you know, everybody backing them, everything. I do everything by myself.
Facts.
All the way down to probably cover artists.
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, being an artist for me is like a whole
job.
Facts.
But you gotta
It's a
take it
job,
as
bro.
serious
Yeah,
as a job too.
you gotta learn how to balance it. You gotta balance, because it's like, the way I feel about it, you can't be an artist if your life fucked up. Like, far as like you can, but you, like, from the way I'm thinking about it, people want to just, get to the music and, go backtrack and handle everything that they fucked up in the past, But I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like once I get there, I'm gone.
Yeah,
I don't want to come back and handle nothing. I feel like right now in my process of journey, like, I'm handling everything that could possibly hinder me from doing anything when I become that A-list celebrity. So, like, I don't want to be at the shoe store in Cleveland or somewhere in Cleveland and the feds see me online and be like, oh, this nigga at his mama's house. Let me pull up real quick. He big now. We could get some attention. We can definitely grab him. Like, so it's like, I don't want to think, like, outrage, none of that. Like, like, I'm cool. I don't want to be around nothing federal. Get all y'all federal stuff together, my boy. Get all y'all federal stuff together. Like, that's how I feel about it. If you want to be an artist, because, like, all that stuff come with baggage. Like, it's baggage just attached to you. Like, if you got the power to just handle everything, yeah, you might miss out on a studio session or two. Yeah, you might miss out on a video shoot or two. But if you could spend $300 for a video, you might as well spend $300 to go knock down your court fees. So you're right. Sitting on that while you spending money on.
Right.
I just say handle your. Anyway. That's what I say. I just say handle my priorities before the music. And that's, I don't know. I be trying to balance it, but, like, Brad, I can't be messed up while I'm trying to follow my dreams. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, you gotta work a job. Like, you gotta work a job. I mean, that's how I see it. I can go scam. I can go scam. You can sell drugs and everything, but, like, I sit there and work a 9 to 5. Like, and I'm not about to sit there and go to no corporate 9 to 5 or, be choosy about, if I ain't making $25 an hour, I'm not about to go work a job. Like, I don't care if it's the easiest job in the world, like working at a gym or something. Like, I'm not about to sit there and just, not do nothing. Like, right. I'm going to sit there and fund my career and fund what I want to do for myself. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to juggle with music for me, for real.
I hear it. So, and I think that we've talked about this kind of
before,
in like different settings. And what's crazy is this is one of the guys I talk to in the club a lot, actually. Like, we be in the middle of an event and we just get to chopping it, like, on the heaviest of tips. But I have seen you go from doing all the shows to taking a step back, to doing them again, to taking a step back, to doing bigger ones. You know what I'm saying? And I think what you just explained was, let me get my shit together real quick. I'm gonna pop back out. Let me do it right.
Basically,
that's real life though. Like, niggas be acting like they up all the time. Like, even my dog. Shout out my dog, man. He even said it on this platform. Sometimes, nigga, my kid gotta, like, get some toys, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just little shit that I gotta do to not be a rapper. Like, I gotta do this because this is like real life. And a lot of the times, especially as artists, you have to put on this facade that at all times we litty. And to be real,
that's reality. That's reality.
And that's reality,
it's
you
reality,
know?
Bro.
And that's why I love these interviews, because that's not reality. Let's talk about what's really going on. Mm-hmm. Like, you have moments where things happen in your life that change the course of your life. And from there, you got to redirect your mind and how you going to attack and approach this shit. So the thing I love about what you've done, though, is every time you come back out stronger. You know what I'm saying? You come back out with more wisdom. You come back out more strategic. All right, I got my dancers now. I got my movement. All right, I'm going to move here and here. Okay, I'm going to talk. I'm going to politic. I'm going to do the job that needs to be done. I'm going to find my team. I'm going to connect with some good people this time. I don't want to do it too much by myself as much this time. Let me find some people that I can run with. I see that. And that is growth, because you got to take yourself out of yourself and out of your bubble.
Step back for a second.
Come on. To really do that and be like, nah, that's actually a good look. And not just for whatever this music is. No, me as a person, It's good to be around good energy. It's good to be moving with good people. That's important. It's good to be on good shows, but also have good relationships with the promoter. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things are important because then it gets you on more shows. It keeps you pushing, keeps you moving. So congratulations on understanding the game you're in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you took in that and understood it. Like, and that's what I be telling. We talk in the club for real, just like this. Like,
doing performances.
Come on. Like, you gotta do it, but I also know I'm gonna be talking to him and live in for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be having them conversations because you're taking on the game that you're in and you're taking it on and making it your own. Right. Salute to that, man. So talk about the music now. What was your first release?
My first release, I think it was This Ain't That.
This Ain't That.
Yeah.
So This Ain't That, what did it do for you at confidence-wise? Nothing?
Not necessarily. I don't think it. No, I feel like it really didn't. It was more. I feel like my confidence was been like I already was confident. Like I feel like I feel like
I met you confident for sure.
I don't know. I feel that's why I'm saying I feel like doing like shows when you're younger and everything. That's why I'm saying that helped me be able to not be scared, to be able to network. People be able to be like, yo, you sound good. So it was like I was already getting feedback when I was early. So it was like after that I just had to keep trying. Like I had to keep trying to see what I can do, see what can happen for real. So but yeah, This Ain't That really. It was cool. Like it was my first release, and it was like, damn, like if people really fuck with my shit, like I could drop music, and it was like not only can I drop music and release music, I can write music. So it's like everybody can write a song.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's that. So that's where my other personality is. Like I can sit there and write all day, and they don't got to be a song. It could just be anything, like for real. But yeah.
So when did you realize you could actually write music too, or was you writing before you was actually putting it onto vocals?
I would say I tried singing first.
Yeah, me too.
And like it was like I was singing, like I was trying to sing and everything, and then I started watching 106 in Park and MTV and started seeing like kids my age becoming stars. I'm like just like how they doing this for real? Like how they? So I started doing research and everything, like looking up writers and figuring out who is who, beat makers and like so producers. Well, I'll just say beat makers, but it was just like it's like that's what I'm saying. I just did a lot of grooming for myself. I feel like
you studied the game.
Myself, and I feel like I'm still learning at the same time, and it's crazy because I be peeping stuff here in Cleveland, and I'll just be like, oh, that's gonna be 10 times worse when it actually happened for real. So it's like I'm not even. That's why I say I can't stress about it. I just be everything happened for a reason. You got to go with the flow. Yeah. But This Ain't That was cool. This Ain't That was my first release.
Where did you want to take yourself, and then where did you take it? You gotta give us the history. You so quiet. I ain't necessarily heard you speak on all of this yet.
I'm trying to think what was my second release. I really want to say it was My Mind.
Okay. Why?
My Mind. I wanted to. Well, what I did was back then I put 2 songs on Instagram, and it was like this song or My Mind, and like I ended up dropping another song after My Mind, but My Mind was like the same type of vibe as This Ain't That. So it was like I was trying to see if I wanted to keep going with that same type of vibe, same type of feel, and everybody was more attracted to that feel. So I dropped My Mind right after that. We gave it like it was the same type of vibe as This Ain't That, but the lyrics was different, the beat was different, but it's literally the same type of swag, same type of vibe and everything.
And they ate it up again.
Yeah. My Mind, but that's what I'm saying, like, and that's crazy because now, bro, when I drop music, it'd be like, okay, like, I swear, like, it'd be like, all right, like, You got the people at my, you got the
The
loyal,
core.
the loyal supporters and everything, and the followers. But I could just tell when I drop music now, it would be like, okay, he dropped. I feel like everybody waiting for something different. Like everybody know what I can do. They familiar with me here and
Absolutely.
everything. So I feel like now it's like, okay, we know he can sing. Okay, we know he's swaggy. Okay, we know he can dance. Okay, we outside. What else is he about to do? Like, so I feel like I got a lot of tricks on my sleeve, and I ain't really about to say too much, but it's a lot of stuff coming. Like, I got a lot of stuff in works, but it just, like I said, everything takes time.
It does.
Like, so.
And you are not afraid to take the time.
No, I mean, I still
Where's
feel
that
like we
come
don't, huh?
Where's that come from?
I feel like necessarily everything just happened for a reason. I started reading a book, bro.
What's the book? We love books out here.
Books, man, I do.
Yeah, we love books. We just don't always pick them up again. But we love them.
It's a book by Russ. If you know who Russ is,
The rapper?
yeah.
Oh, you wrote a book? Shout out to him.
He wrote a book.
He getting bags on bags.
Facts.
Nigga out here getting bags.
It's basically, I was saying, in my own perspective of reading the book, it's basically an artist's guide, like to how he became an artist, like the stuff. Basically, say if you was doing an interview with him, you would be reading the book, like literally the book, everything he's saying.
Yeah. How he broke
Like
it down.
he's really talking like how he talk verbally. Nah, he's not trying to write like an author or nothing. He's really just speaking
Telling
his
you the
mind,
game.
telling you his story or whatever. So he reflects a lot and like just says stuff like everything happens for a reason and like you can't put all your eggs in one basket and what else do he say? He says a lot of stuff, man. Like I wish I had the book right now. I'd just open it for you and just.
Real shit.
I got stuff highlighted.
I got
in
the
book
same
and
shit with
everything,
Kevin
but,
Hart's
like, but yeah, I feel like I don't feel like I don't think no other rapper did this yet. Like, far as like made a book about how their journey was coming up in the game, as far as in my era, as far as my day and age. So it was like kind of interesting reading how he came up and it was a process. Like you just gotta trust your process. So that's what it was like reading somebody else's story that took them a minute, to get to where they actually wanted to be. It's not. It takes the pressure off. So it's like it make it think like, all right, I'm in the right place at the right time. He says stuff like that, like you on your own path. Everybody don't got the same path. Like I wish I could really just show you the book right now, bro. I got everything
That's
highlighted.
the snippet they
but-
need to go check it
Yeah,
out.
man. That book is hard. Y'all definitely need to go check that out for sure.
So that was a
Like,
game changer for you reading that one.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I read it during COVID, so it was like everything was locked down,
Yeah.
and it was like my mind was like reset. Like I literally sat there and reset it. Everything, like literally everything. Teshawn, my personal life, I separated friends, family. Like I literally isolated myself for a minute. Like I feel like what was the step?
Did it help?
Yeah, it was like isolation.
Oh, you got steps in there.
Yes, it's like 3 steps, right? It's 3 steps, and it was like crazy because when I was reading the book, I had no idea about the steps. But like during COVID, I was already isolated from people, so
Yeah.
it's like I put my brain in that field already. Lockdown, write music, read books, go to the gym. Like even if I don't go to the gym, find some hotel that's open, go to their gym. Like it was like just do something active instead of sitting in the house for real. But
Right.
yeah, I did. When I isolated myself, it was like isolation. I didn't really talk to nobody because we had to do social distance and everything. So I read books and wrote music damn near every day and listened to beats. So, yeah, isolation. I forgot. I'm trying to think of it. Isolation. The last one is transformation. I don't know the middle one right now, but I know it's isolation, something, transformation.
Did you feel transformed afterwards?
Mentally,
Yeah,
I was
that's where it
about to say mentally, yeah. I don't
That's
feel
where it
like, yeah, mentally, I feel like I'm not the same person. Like before, I can honestly say, before I read that book, where like I started getting more intellectual and started reading and like started feeding my brain again, bro. Like it was more so like, all right, I'm just music. It was like I was neglecting my priorities as an actual person, as a human being. So it was like I had to dub back, reroute, get everything like that in order, and then it was like you said, I pop back out. I just keep popping out frequently, and it was like there's nothing wrong with popping out frequently like that. I know everybody be saying be consistent. But I don't feel like every show you don't need to be on. Like every show you don't need to be on. Even if you cool with the promoter, like I feel like it's not. It's like
you gotta balance it out.
Yeah. We talk about Cleveland, so it's like, you know what's going on, right? Like,
but that's how a lot of burnout happens.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
And that's how you learn how to have longevity in this shit.
Yeah, it's not about your speed; it's about your destination, about where you're going.
Exactly. So, what is the goal for Teshawn? Who is Teshawn? Like, who is that? The artist? Who is that person?
It's me.
You said what I mean?
I said it's me.
Is it you?
It's me.
It's you.
Yeah, it's like it's.
What do you mean by this?
It's a part of me, bro. Like I feel like Teshawn is my outlet to express stuff that I wouldn't necessarily say as me as a person. So it's like when I be Teshawn, it'd be like a whole different vibe for real. Me as a person right now, people wouldn't like if you go to my Instagram right now, you would not hear me talking as much on Instagram.
Right.
So it's like
not at all.
People don't know my mental. Like it's like a mystery. Right. It's like how is he? Like what did he do outside of music? Like because all I really post is me creating, me in the studio, me performing there, doing a show, me at a photo shoot, me with an outfit on, fit on or something. Like and the thing is about Instagram, I think that's what it was too, because I used to post like random stuff as a kid, or like when I didn't have no business having an Instagram. So it was like my auntie, she's a image consultant or whatever. So when I was younger, this is when I was in school, like 9th grade, 8th grade. She used to ask me like, "Why you posting pictures with your middle finger up, man?" Da 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 da, and like to the point where I had to block her. But like I had to block. Like when I was young, I'm like, hey, all family members had to get blocked after that. She banned. She got all the family, man.
Shit, my uncle almost did that.
Bruh.
I get it. And
it's crazy because me and my auntie, that's like that. We like real close now. So it's like, but it's like, it's weird because it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Life is just weird. Life got its ups and downs. Like same thing with music. Like, I feel like I said, everything happens for a reason, man.
So look, I need one. It's called Story Time with the Royal Family. So we starting. So we about two or three interviews in with it. It's going well. You got to give us a story that comes with a life lesson. It can be funny, it could be jokey, it could be serious, it could be whatever story you got in the pocket.
So you want a story that I took an L, basically.
Sure.
Because L's would be
real
lessons. So.
You can a little bit through a dub, but
Nah.
Them L's be hurting. Teaching you.
I don't know why my mind's so blank right now.
Cause I prompted it.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I wasn't prepared to tell a story.
You've been telling stories this whole time though. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, but you be giving me objectives, and so I don't gotta have to think too much.
Yep, this is just a free story. We want to have it. Look, y'all love stories. They just be eating them bitches up.
I would say, don't think for your driver. The next driver in front of you. Like, I'm going to tell you a story.
Boom. I love the setup. Go.
I'm going to tell you this. Do not think for the next driver in front of you, bro. Like, always just make sure yourself is cool. Like, because the next driver in front of you could be stupid as fuck. Like, he could be just
I want the story, though. Come on.
So,
he trying to get out the story.
I was headed to a bar. And, going down the street, it was construction. It was a one-lane street. I was in Cleveland Heights. This is the crazy part. On Coventry. Coming from Shaker. So you know where I'm talking about that right there.
Bullshit.
So, I'm right there. And it's a red light. We sitting right there by the church. My cousin in the car with me. It's a truck in front of, it's like a little minivan, like a little work van of some sort. Like, you got, it was an old man. He wasn't old. He probably had to be like 50, 52. He looked young, but like you could tell he was older. So, light turned green. We sitting at the light. It was red. I see light turn green. He ain't move in front of me. So I look down at my phone to check something real quick. And without looking back up, I pushed the gas and breast still in front of me. So, like...
Like green as hell, though.
Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, what? Like, I was like, oh, like, that is really... It's my fault, though, so because I hit it from the back. So I'm like, all right, bro. So, he ain't get out the car. I ain't get out the car. We just sat there for, like, a good minute and a half and just sat there. Like, so he was about to get out the car, and... I had reversed a little bit because I was still connected to his car. Like nobody moved. Nobody moved, man. So like we was just still attached to the car.
Fuck out of money,
bruh. It was car was still attached and everything. We just sitting there. So I bagged back a little bit. As soon as I like reversed the bag back,
he hop out the whip, ain't it?
No, he dropped back in the whip. He's walking towards me when I'm like trying to unhook my car from the back of his car. So. He was walking up towards me. As soon as I started trying to get my shit from out the back of his car, he runs back into his car. And as I'm reversing, he getting closer to me, like reversing closer to me. So I wasn't even going to do no hit and run.
Right, he thought
But I did a hit and run, like, because, like, you kept, like, I was like, I didn't know what was going on at that point, bro. So I'm like, all right. I see what's going on for real, but like, all right, you gonna keep schooling back? I'm gonna keep schooling back. So nobody was behind us at this point. So I just reversed fast, and did one of them, and went literally back down the one way, bro. He literally followed me, turned his car around, followed me back down the one way. Both of us not supposed to be going down this one way. We hit the back street, all in Cleveland Heights, bro. To the point where I'm going 80 down the street in Cleveland Heights.
Getting through though.
Hey, bro, like all the back streets, like you got you got the little.
Gotta get up through.
Bro, you got the white people standing there with their dogs and everything, like watching the car, bro. Yes, like it was like a movie for real, bro. Like I ended up getting away, but the crazy thing about that day was I had a performance that day.
Yeah.
So I wasn't about to let that mess up my performance. So that's why I really kind of bagged up. When he started bagging up, I'm like, oh, all right. That's your car cool, my car cool. Like his car it had a little dent, and it wasn't like nothing bad, but like. Yeah. I wasn't about to let. I'm not about to. Yeah, I ain't about to.
They not coming no way.
I was out, bro. I'm not about to sit here and wait. I was on my way to my performance, to the bar, for my performance, bro. Like,
did you double back to the performance?
Huh?
Did you double back for the performance?
Yeah, I went to the performance right after I got away.
Facts.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, of course,
absolutely. But that was
not about to. Yeah, that wasn't about to mess up my day.
That was story time. What was the life lesson one more time?
There's a lot of life lessons in that.
It was.
Don't look at your phone. Don't think for the person driving in front of you.
That's the main one right there. I like that one.
Yeah, like because a lot of people say that. Like, and I don't know why. Like, I gotta think for the next. You gotta think for I gotta think for myself.
Facts.
Like afterwards, I reflect on I was like, dang, I shouldn't have looked down. Like, I should have just kept looking straight, bro. Like, I reflected, but like, he should have went. He was probably doing the same thing I was doing. And
right.
Like, so. Everything happened for a reason. You see how we didn't have to make that transaction. The police didn't get called. None of that. Everything happened for a reason. I went to my performance. He got away. It wasn't his car. It probably was his work truck.
Facts, yeah.
So, everything happened for a reason.
Everything happened for a reason. Now, I appreciate you. You're hilarious for that. This nigga just justified a hit and run. This nigga's hilarious. Allegedly, obviously, because we weren't there. We wouldn't know what happened, obviously. But that was story time with the Royal family. The last thing, and I appreciate you being here, man. Because we have like deep talks. It's like more about like life than music a lot of the time. But we dabble the music shit in there.
You gotta have balance.
You gotta have balance.
You gotta have balance.
So I appreciate you bringing balance to the King TV Network, to the Royal family, because sometimes we be musiced out, but we are people, so we love talking to people all the time. This is called Get It Off Your Chest. So you do have fans. Yeah. So to them fans, I want you to say whatever you need to say to them before we sit you down again and we have another conversation.
I'm not mean, y'all. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all.
He do look standoffish though.
I'm not mean.
He do.
Y'all. Like, I'm really a cool person. I don't know. Like I just be, if you just see me just looking around or anything, I'm scanning the room. I'm feeling the vibes. Like you come talk to me.